She grabs my card, chucks it in the trash. It finally happened, you guys. Mom and I got kicked out of a Las Vegas casino. And you know, if there's a JT story time, I'm probably sipping on something. This time we got the Bud Light Chelada. Love these cans. They're 2 for $5 at a gas station here in Las Vegas, near the Summerlin area. Enough about the drink. Let's get into this crazy video. Before we get into this video, do not forget about Life Crusher Apparel. Drops on Black Friday. There's going to be free shipping on all the apparel. Use code LCA, capital letters, free, all in capitals, and you'll get free shipping till the end of Christmas, guys. So you have plenty of time to order some of that Life Crusher apparel. And thank you guys for watching the videos. We just hit our 90 days living in Las Vegas. I will be making a video about that. Also, the channel is changing a little bit. I'm going to add some new things onto the channel. You're going to have to stay tuned for that. It's going to get a little crazy on this channel. We're still going to do our vlogs, our stories, occasional live streams, and we're going to do our giveaways, of course, but we're going to change a few things around on the channel. We added some interviews and some social experiments. So subscribe if you're new, but let's get into this crazy story. Before I end up moving to Las Vegas, everybody always talked about check out the locals casinos. Don't always go on the strip. Check out some of these local casinos. So we live pretty much in Summerlin, right on the edge, right in between Summerlin and on the west side. So anyways, we find this locals casino called Molly's. I used to absolutely want to go to this casino all the time. It was small, had buffalo. You guys know that I love buffalo. So me and Mom have been doing team slots for many years. We each put in a little bit of money. We both hit the button. We sit side by side and everything like that. So anyways, we've been going to this Molly's. It's not that been profitable for me, to be honest. I've probably lost a couple $1,000 in this casino over the 3-month span. We'd hit something, you lose, you know. So we always sit next to each other, probably go to this casino 50 or 60 times. We go to this casino so much that we get $25 free play every week. So not a lot of casinos give $25 free play every week. So we get our free play. We go on Sundays. That's when we seem to have the best luck. We've won a few Sundays in a row before this occasion. So we usually play one buffalo machine. It's kind of like on the corner and stuff like that. And the last couple Sundays we went, someone's been on that machine. So we're like, all right, we got to pick a different machine, use our free play. So on this Sunday, the 22nd of November, we decide, let's go to Molly's, use our free play. We'll go a little bit earlier. Hopefully we get our machine that we've won on. We won $600 on the machine a couple weeks ago. So I'm like, all right, you know, it always gets, and that was on an 80-cent bet. So, you know, it usually gives a lot of bonuses. The bonuses are pretty big, 50, 60. One time on free play, we won $230. So we're like, all right, let's go to Molly's a little bit earlier. We usually go around 9 o'clock. We decide to go at 7:45 or something. We end up going in the casino. As soon as we got there, someone was on our machine that we always win on. Well, not always. We've won quite a bit on that one, but not always. So I'm like, all right. So we tried this one on the corner we've won, or this other side that we've won. It's weird how it works because it's like 4 machines like together, and you know they're not 6 feet apart. They look like they're probably 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 feet apart in general. You know what I mean? Even if, you know, you're not sitting next to each other and everything like that. So when we sit next to each other, we kind of space it out too, where, you know, Mom's on one side, so we're not one directly on the machine, the other one way on the other side next to the other person. So we're in there for probably, I don't know, an hour or something like that. Maybe a little longer, maybe an hour and a half. We end up putting in $100. We lost our $25 free play. We put in $100, lost $100. I was like, man, maybe we should leave. No, I think I'm going to take $80 more out of the ATM. First, the ATM didn't work. I'm like, what the hell? Is this a sign or what? So we put in our card, get my money or whatever. I took 80 bucks out, and I decided, okay, we play one machine. We played that machine. Team slots. Keep in mind, we've been doing the team slot thing for over an hour in this place already. They never said one word about, oh, you guys can't sit to each other. They told us one time that sometimes if somebody's on another machine that's real close, you gotta, you know, you can't sit to each other. We said, that's fine, you know, one will sit over there, the other hit the button a couple times, the other will come back, you know, back and forth or whatever. We're gonna do it that way. Or one of us will play and one of us will just watch from a distance. That's fine. I don't have any problem with that or anything like that. Put in that first $20 bill. We sit next to each other. There's a couple people on the machines around us. We're measuring social distance pretty good, like as far as the machines not being right close to each other on some of the corners or whatever. So we're like, all right, that's fine, you know. And so we're playing. We end up getting up to like $35, $40 on that 20 that I put in from the 80 that I got. So I'm like, all right. So started losing a little. We were down to like $31. I said, let's go to a different machine, the other one on the corner that we went. Well, there was one lady on this side, one lady on that side, and a Buffalo Gold that was quite a distance away. And, you know, we did our same thing. You know, we kind of slid the chairs on each side of the machine so one's not directly on the machine, the other was close to the other person, you know. Plenty of distance. I'm actually set back a little bit too. Like, I'm not even like right next, so I'm set back so it makes that distance a little bit farther, you know. I'm trying to, you know, go with the whole COVID, like, social distancing, like, casino thing or whatever. And by the way, every casino we've been to in Vegas, we always sit next to each other. Obviously, if there's some machine right up on you, you know, you can't sit there or whatever, but I've never had any kind of issue. No one's ever got mad. You know, I'll pull a chair from, like, a different machine and I'll put it back, or there'd be a spare chair over there. So we're just playing, you know. We start losing a little down. We got a bonus. Kept re-triggering. We got up to like $24 or something, $22 or something like that from the 20 that I put in of the 80. We were thinking in our head at this point, it's going back down. We might just cash out and get out of here because, you know, we lost the initial 100. The 80, or the 20 of the 80 that I put in was up to like 40 and went all the way back down to like $24, $22, somewhere around there. I think it was 22 to be honest. So I'm like, we probably should take off. We already lost 100. I already took money out. I probably should have not even took the money out, just spent the 100 and lost that. That's out of here. So, and Mom had to work, by the way. So I was like, all right, that's fine. You know, so this lady comes up. Never seen this lady a day in my life. And keep in mind, I've been to Molly's, I want to say about 75 to 100 times in 3 months. Like, I was almost going there every other day when I first moved here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't ever bring a lot of money. I'd bring like $200 if I lost the 200. But if you go every day and you lose 200, that's $1,000 in 5 days, you know. And so this lady comes up to us. Never seen this lady a day in my life. Every other lady that works there didn't care about the sitting next to each other, as long as, you know, we're spread out a little bit. Or, you know, if there's a bunch of machines together, you know, you probably can't sit over there. And we always followed their little guidelines and stuff, because I know it's not necessarily the people that work there. It's the, you know, Nevada Gaming Commission and the CDC and all that kind of stuff or whatever, you know, with the COVID going on. So this lady comes up to us and says, you guys can't be sitting next to each other like that. Kind of rude, in a kind of a rude manner. I don't know the lady's name. I know the cashier lady, which I will tell her name or whatever. She's new too, because she started after we've been going there for a while. I seen her getting trained and everything like that. She seemed nice when we first started, but, you know, she had some attitude today anyways. But I'll get into that here in a second. So the lady tells us, can't sit next to each other like that. We're kind of annoyed anyway. We're losing, you know. I don't know if anybody's ever gambled. Like, I'm not a sore loser, but, you know, nobody likes to lose money. And you're like, dang, you know, we're losing. We already lost 100. I took more money out, you know. Started losing that back down. So we're a little annoyed at that point. We're like, damn, you know, we can't hit nothing or whatever. Which, that's gambling, by the way. You know, you're never going to always hit something, and it's going to be ups and downs or whatever. So anyways, I'm like, well, we always sit here. And she's like, nope, the eye in the sky, I guess the corporate office of Molly's Casino is saying that you guys can't be sitting close to each other like that. And I was like, okay, well, we go there. We've been there about 75 times. We have $25 free play a week. So that shows how much we've been going there or whatever. But so I'm like, all right, well, we'll just cash out and leave. That's what I said. We'll just cash out and leave then. And the lady's like, well, you're not practicing social distancing and stuff. And if you measured the machines, to be honest, if it was 6 feet, it'd be right on the edge, like barely, because they don't look like they're that far, and I was set back anyway, so I was actually farther away than someone directly on that machine. So I take my card, you know, I go up to the front, you know, I'm like taking my cash out slip, because of course they don't have machines, it's a little rinky-dink casino or whatever. But I go up there, you know, the lady's like getting mad at me, you know. Lori was her name, the cashier lady, Lori was their name. She was getting mad at me, and she was like, well, you guys aren't practicing social distancing. I'm like, well, we've been coming here a while. You've seen us here many times coming here. So anyways, I go up there, give her my cash out. She's grabbing, like almost grabbing it out of my hand and stuff. And I'm like, what is this lady's problem? Like, and I told her, I was like, you know, I spend like thousands of dollars. She's like, well, we got to keep social distancing to keep the doors open. I got mad. I was like, well, customers are the reason why the doors are open if they're spending thousands of dollars in here or whatever. So I said, well, then if it's that big of a problem that we can't sit next to each other, we'll just stop coming here. So you never believe what this lady did. She grabbed my card that I had because I was gonna buy some cigarettes because they have discounted cigarettes. Don't yell at me. I started smoking again. I'm on the edge of quitting, so hopefully we can get that done very soon. I got to order some new vapor pens. Ours aren't working, of course. That's why we end up smoking every time, because our vapor pens stopped working. We quit for like 10 months. But anyways, that's another whole nother thing or whatever. She grabs my card, chucks it in the trash, which I still get the $25 free play, you know. So I'm like, what the hell? So she slams the money on the counter and stuff like that. And then Mom said when we were walking away that she was talking shit about us and all this stuff. I'm like, are you serious? So we got kicked out of Molly's Casino. I take it as getting kicked out. I don't know if I'm 86 or not. I don't have a card to go back there. I don't necessarily want to go back there. I mean, I understand the whole like COVID thing and all that kind of stuff, but just the manner that they handled it was really rude. She could have been nicer about it and been like, hey, you know, you're not 6 feet, you know, make sure you can play next to each other, because they always said we could play next to each other, no problem. And we played throughout the whole casino for like an hour and a half. I think they saw we were starting to win a little bit of our money back and got mad and like, oh God, you know, but it's stupid. So I don't know like what is going on at that casino. I don't plan on going back to Molly's, but that's our story. First time getting kicked out of a Las Vegas casino. Hope you enjoyed this crazy story time. I'm going to be shooting way more story times. We're going to do a lot of gambling story times about different experiences me and Mom have had since we've been living in Las Vegas, of the times we went gambling and the different crazy stories. We have a lot of crazy stories. Only living here 3 months, there's a lot of crazy stories and crazy things that have been happening in Las Vegas since we lived here. Thank you guys again for watching the video, and salute to each and every one of you. Leave a comment down below if you've ever been kicked out of a casino and it seemed kind of bogus or something, or maybe I'm in the wrong by not social distancing or whatever, you know what I mean? But I think we were pretty much, I should have took a little picture of it or something like that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Later.
Yeah. Can we do we make it?